Hey everyone, welcome back to 25 Sweetpeas. Today for you, I am swatching Orly's Aqua Aura Collection. And at first, I was not sure I was going to love it. Like when I opened the bottles, I'm like, oh, there's a lot of pearly vibes going on here, which is not usually my thing. But I'll just like spoiler alert this here. I really liked this collection and I was not expecting it, and I think you guys will too. There's a really good mixture of polishes in here, and even despite upon that first impression when I first saw it, I ended up really liking the collection. It's very well-rounded and they're fun colors, and the first one is called Morning Dew, and by far it is my favorite. I mean, you guys know this shade by now. It's probably one of my favorite types of shades. And I'm a cream girl, so this polish was like, they're calling it a flip polish, where basically there's a really, really, really subtle small shimmer in it that you don't necessarily notice the sheen of at first, but then the sunlight will hit it just right, or some sort of light source will hit it just right, and you'll get this like electric blue sheen in it. It's really unique. It's really different. I really liked it in 2 coats, though I will say on their website, whoever like was swatching it, I think they had much more visible nail lines than I do, and I felt like they probably needed a 3rd coat because it's a little sheer, but I was happy with 2. I think it's just going to depend on your nails. The next shade is Ripple Effect, and this was also referred to as a flip. I personally don't think the flip is as pronounced with this one, because I'm not sure why, actually. It's just not that as pronounced as it is in the first one. So this is like a periwinkle shade, and then it's got a little bit of like a purpley magenta flip to it, I guess. The next shade is called Sea Blossom, and this is the only cream in the collection. It is a really nice cream. It kind of appears pink on camera here, but it definitely has a lilac tone to it. It's a unique shade. It's not going to be for everyone, but if you like lilac shades and you like purples and like pastel pinks, then this is a shade you might want to try. It does have a really nice formula. It does cover completely in 2 coats, and it is the only 100% pure cream in this collection. The next one is Wistful Water Lily, and this one I would say does err on the side of pearly, which is like I said, that was what I was thinking about this whole collection. Not the case. This one is. However, look at the formula on 1 coat. Really, really good for a pearly polish. I totally got way too much of my cuticles, so sorry about that. But this covered really nicely in 2 coats. It is a really light pink. It has a little bit of like an icy blue sheen to it, and of course some white, and it had a great formula. The next one is called Golden Waves, and this is a shimmer. This is really pretty. It reminds me of something, but I can't officially place it. Also, the coverage in 1 coat was really, really good. So this is kind of like your goldeny orange shade, and then it has a pink toned shimmer in it. Again, great formula. Perfect, actually, almost in 1 coat. Still did a second, and I felt like that definitely makes it. Then the last shade we're checking out is called the Sea Spray, and this also reminds me of something, and I can't 100% say either way if it is like it, but we'll talk about this one. So this is like a creamy white with a goldeny orange shimmer in it, and it reminds me of a shade also by Orly called Golden Halo, I believe. And however, I really wanted to compare it. I went through all my polishes. I can't find it, so I must not have it anymore. It must have dried up. Like, it was really, really old. It was like one of my first polishes, I feel like, in my polish collection that I wore a lot, because like when I was really young, I could only wear really light shades, and I feel like that was one, and this is very reminiscent of it. I feel like this probably has a bit more white to it, but it is a pretty shade. It covered really nicely in 2 coats, and if you like think of a seashell, like a white seashell that you would find like an arc shell on the beach or something, and you look at it in the sun, maybe it's a little wet, I feel like this color represents that. So I feel like it goes with the collection. And overall, I've always thought Orly is just really good at like color stories in a collection, and this collection is just like that. It is really good overall color story. It goes together, the colors flow. Did not expect to like them when I first opened it. Like, the color shades were pretty, but the finishes I was not convinced about. Wearing them, I really like them, and I think it's a unique collection. And if you were also like me and you were a bit apprehensive at first, I would definitely suggest going ahead and checking them out, because they're fun, they're different, and they're feeling like a spring vibe. So that is officially it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm super curious to know which shade you are most excited about, or like you would want to wear, and if this collection was what you were expecting, or if you were also kind of like the same and you're like, not sure about this? And then you saw it on and you were like, oh, I kind of like this. So let me know down in the comments. And I think that's officially it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Bye.